a very good morning from the town of Georgetown here in Penang, Malaysia. We have set off on yet another holiday, and it has actually been ages since we've been here. We came back in 2005, ages and ages and ages ago, and this city has literally transformed itself. It is actually the second most largest metropolitan area in Malaysia, and extremely cultural. It's a real foodie place. Really looking forward to eating a lot of the culinary delights, and also it's a really artistic place as well. So right now we're on a bit of a walk around the old town, and we're out to look for some of the murals because this city is really renowned for its artwork. Oh, so footpaths come at a premium around here. We're like literally half walking on the street, half walking on the footpath. So you got to watch where you're going, but then you get surprised a little bit because they've got these cute little pot plants around, and yeah, it just looks like a really lived-in area. This part of the city that we're in is actually the old town area, which makes it really charming. So right now we are walking down Love Lane. This is the most beautiful little street. It's all got lanterns because next week is actually going to be the Lunar New Year. Unfortunately, when we planned the trip, we didn't even factor that in, so we're going to miss out on that. But hopefully in our next destination in Thailand, we may get the chance to celebrate a bit of that as well. But for now, back to Georgetown. Look how beautiful this place is.
Jeremy and I have been walking down Georgetown, and we have walked to a place called Love Lane. We're here at a cafe called Wheeler's Cafe and Bar, and we're having one of their creations, a coffee creation, and Jeremy's having a cold brew.
Alright, so I have got an iced lychee cold brew. So it's actually coffee and lychee. It actually goes really well, which is very surprising.
So this, my viewers, is a macadamia freddo, and it's made of macadamia, coffee, I'm assuming some milk. So let's go and try it. Yummy, very nutty. I can definitely taste the macadamia, and also a very sophisticated drink for a sophisticated middle-aged man.
So we've just finished with our interesting coffees at Wheeler's, and now continuing walking down Love Lane and making our way through to some of the national monuments around the area. That coffee has really picked me up. So we've taken a bit of refuge in the shade of the trees here at Fountain Park. It's actually in front of the town hall. It's a really beautiful area. We're actually right nearby the water, so I can see big ships in the background.
So the fountain that's in front of us was actually donated by a prominent businessman of Georgetown from the 1800s, and it has stood there ever since. It's quite a pretty fountain, and quite relaxing with this beautiful garden in front of the town hall. So we are now just chilling. I think the humidity is definitely rising. That's one of the things that a video like this can't sort of show you, is how hot or how steamy it can be, or humid. But anyways, it's fantastic, and the pores are all open.
Alright, now we have made it down to the base of the Queen Victoria Clock Tower, which was built to commemorate her Diamond Jubilee all the way back then. It's actually quite an impressive structure, white towers up into the sky, and it's a really iconic landmark. It'd be beautiful to see this at night all lit up. We just actually turned around the corner, and we are here in front of the entrance of Fort Cornwallis, and we have paid to go in. It was 25 Malaysian ringgits each, and we have a beer as well, which is going to be absolutely delightful in this heat. And look at this place, it's just gorgeous. Look at it.
I am very warm, but I'm very happy to be here because this is a fantastic place to see history, especially the colonial history of the British Empire.
Fort Cornwallis sits on the northeastern edge of Georgetown, close to the Queen Victoria Memorial Clock Tower and Penang's Town Hall. The fort was built by the British East India Company in the late 18th century and today is the largest fort in Malaysia, showcasing the city's rich colonial past. At the time of our visit, Fort Cornwallis was undergoing renovation, so some sections were closed, but when it's complete, it's going to be great.
We have now finished our beer and we are walking through the gardens here within. We're going to make our way up to where one of the cannons is, and it actually overlooks through to the ocean. This fort was built in the 18th century and it's actually a really beautiful and tranquil place. Ironically, we thought that it was closed because there's a lot of renovations happening in the area, but it seems like maybe there's a bit of an upgrade happening in some parts. But this is a beautiful area here to end our walking tour of Georgetown for today, and we will see you on our next stop, which is in...
We're going to go to Suffolk's house now for high tea.
High tea has become one of our favourite feel-good travel traditions, and owing to the colonial history of this region, I must say they do it well in Georgetown. Suffolk House is a renovated colonial mansion which has been repurposed many times over the years, and at one point it was used as the governor's residence. Today it's a great place for weddings, lunch, or in our case a high tea, and the spread was a 10 out of 10. Would you look at this thing? Cakes on the top, savouries down the bottom. Take us back now, please.
Well, that was Suffolk House and we had a really nice spread. Really enjoyed that. My belly is super full at the moment and I think we drank probably about 2 litres worth of tea. They just kept topping us up, but the orange tea, orange rhubarb tea, is to die for. Really good. Okay, so we've now made it to the Kek Lok Si Temple, which is a really big Buddhist temple perched up on the hill. We're about 20 minutes out of Georgetown, and this place is actually quite a spectacular temple, really recommended by locals, and I've read a lot about it. So it's pretty much one of the most impressive Buddhist temples in Southeast Asia. Real fusion and mix of cultures. Lanterns, pagodas, you name it. So we are heading up there to see it all and also get a glimpse of Georgetown down below.
We have taken the long way to come up here. However, there is a funicular downstairs which you can actually come all the way up like a cable car. But anyways, good exercise. So here we are.
Alright, so we've just finished in the main entrance hall where they had a huge statue of Buddha and a lot of touristy kind of things. Now we've just moved to the side and there's a little courtyard here behind us where there's a prayer hall and a pagoda, and we're actually going to climb all the way up to the top, which is up there and there. Alright, we have now made our way up to the Temple of the 10,000 Buddhas. We are approximately 36 meters up above here in the temple, overlooking Georgetown in the distance. This place is absolutely beautiful. We are really just stunned by the view here, and it was well worth coming up. And right now we're just going to enjoy the view and take a few photos before making our way further down to enjoy some of the beautiful food. And I think we have definitely earned this one with the calories, so we're going to go hard with the food. See you down there. Alright, so we've just finished at the temple and we've walked a little bit further down to get something to eat, and we are here at a beautiful little place where I think we're going to order our lunch, and the place is called Tang, and we're looking forward to eating some really beautiful food. Let's go inside. Alright, the food has arrived. Here is my dry noodle ramen and Sebastian's dish, and we've also got some Chinese pancakes and these beautiful iced teas. Time to dig in. So we have now made it down to the Chu jetty on the other side of town, and essentially this is a whole bunch of wooden houses that are built here on the water side, which kind of resembled a bit of a village style in the olden days. Now it is actually a whole bunch of tourist shops and places to eat, and also has these wonderful views out to the sea still. Alright, cheers. So we've found our beer. We're having a Sapporo, and we're just at the jetty food court across the road from the Chu Pier. I think this is where we're going to end it for today, because it is that time of the day where we're going to just enjoy a drink and unwind. It's been fantastic. See you tomorrow. Alright, so we've just headed out of our hotel and we're going to a place called Pho Dai, which is been recommended to us by a friend of ours who lives here in Penang. It is essentially a place which sells really yummy dumplings and all that kind of stuff.
Which one would you like?
Same.
You take one for 2 drinks.
Okay, good. That's right.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, just beer. You take 2%.
Yeah.
One for, okay. If you want all this, you bring that. You go to counter.
Okay.
You set. If you want any 1, 2, 3 order the fry, order from me.
Okay.
Other this one, you go to counter, bring that. Okay.
Thank you.
So we've just sat down here in Pho Dai. This place is really close to the old town, just a short walk from the centre actually, and not too far from the Ozo Hotel that we're staying at. We've just been given a bit of an overview on how things work, and we're looking at the menu and probably going to get a few different types of dim sims and dumplings. So just about to order and cannot wait to get stuck into this. It looks absolutely beautiful. This place is really, really popular, which is a good sign, because people would not be coming here if the food was not good.
So the food has arrived. We have some prawn dumplings, we have prawn and spinach dumplings, and we have the normal dumplings with pork and vegetables. And these ones are called the lava buns, which is made of custard in the middle.
Look at these.
This is so amazing.
What are they? Describe it.
It's got like caramel.
Caramel. So you kind of bite into it and then...
Yeah, it tastes a little bit like a Golden Gate time.
I think I'm going to try these ones here. See how we go. You know, they are so fresh. I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. It's actually so fresh and tasty. I love it. Good suggestion, Sebastian. Very good. Alright, and with that, our time in Georgetown Penang has come to an end. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in our next travel vlog.